Hey guys, it's me, Sarah from New England Junk Journals, and it is that time again. It is time for another drop sale, and I have been scouting everywhere, finding some beautiful nature-related items to bring you today. So this is going to be a predominantly naturalist, nature theme sort of drop sale. I have a ton of books and wallpaper, fabric. I have stamps, ephemera, some beautiful stuff. So in order to participate, let's see here. Well, let's start out with the date. So this is going to drop today, which is Friday, March 7th at 8 a.m. And it is going to run through Tuesday, March 11th at 8 p.m. So I've had some confusion in the past. This is not two separate drop sales. This is the entire length of the drop sale. So it'll start this morning at 8 a.m. and you have until Tuesday, March 11th at 8 p.m. to claim the items that you would like. So in order to do that, I want you to do two things. The first is to leave a comment letting me know which lot numbers that you would like. That helps both me, obviously, in addition to having the email, which you'll send. This is a second confirmation to let me know which items you would like. It also helps out the people who are watching know which lots are still available. So, yes, leave a comment with which lot items you would like. Also, send me an email here at newenglandjunkjournals@gmail.com and include your YouTube name, which is the handle that shows up in the comments that I see, your first and last name, your shipping address, and the email that you would like to be invoiced at. I invoice through PayPal. Now, you don't have to have PayPal already to receive an invoice. Okay, so send me your email that's most convenient for you. If you happen to have an email already associated with your PayPal account, go ahead and send that to me. So when you get your invoice email, it will bring you to PayPal. And even if you don't have an account with them, you can still pay through there. All right, so with that out of the way, I'm really excited to show you the first lot of books. All right, the first set of items that we have here is a set of Golden Book encyclopedias of natural science. Now, I am selling these by the each, and I have almost an entire set. Okay, I believe I'm missing number 8 and number 12. So let me show you. These are going to be $5 each. And they do not have a lot number. I have not started numbering them for the lot. If you would like one of these, what you're going to do is just put Golden Book Encyclopedia or Golden Encyclopedia and then the volume number. Now I'm going to show you each of these. They have gorgeous covers. These would make beautiful journals, oversized journals, glue books. They are gorgeous. And I'll show you the inside. They all have these wonderful end papers. And they're absolutely full of beautiful, look, I love the titles of each of these too. They're so pretty. But you've got all kinds of images in here. Now, these are the 1962 edition. And they do have foxing and patinaed pages. They're all different, of course, but similar, if that makes any sense. So this is A, and then it goes into B a little bit. Okay, volume 1, AA to Balsa. This one is volume 2, Bamboos to Bumblebees, and it's got this beautiful picture of the moon on it. This one does have some damage to the spine. Nothing that cannot be fixed. There's a little bit of damage here on the back as well. All right. And I am going to flip through these fairly quickly just to give you an idea of what's in here. This one is volume 3, Bunting to Coelacanth. I love these butterflies on the front. Cows, we got citrus, we've got cobras. Beautiful. Volume number 4 is colon traits to dinosaurs. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right at all. We've got some beautiful constellations. All kinds of fun stuff in there. Volume 5, Dippers to Fur. Oh, look at all those mushrooms. Beautiful. Volume number 6, Fireflies to Geckos. Next up also has dinosaurs on the front. This is Geese to Herring. Got some geography. Ooh, look at those flowers, so pretty. Gladiolas. Okay, now skipping on to number 9. It's Kinglets to Meteor. I love this gorgeous Arctic scene. So pretty. The northern lights. So lovely. These are beautiful matte pages, and they're quite sturdy. These pages are very sturdy, very lovely. Then we have volume 10, Mexican Toad to Ornamentation. There we go. Number 11 with this gorgeous sunflower on the cover and these bees. This is Osage Orange to Propagation. So much that you can do with these. These are awesome. This is number 13, Sea Scorpion to Squash. We've got all kinds of insects on here. Be great for a entomology journal. Entomology, I believe. Volume 14 is Squids to Tides, and you have this lovely woodland scene with a red fox and a chipmunk, some deer in the back. So cute. Volume 15 is Tiger Beetles to Vultures, which I think this is a II, or I think it's an II. Goody, so cute. Kinds of great stuff. And then lastly, there's volume 16, which is Wagtails to Index. It has these lovely ducks and swan, geese, all kinds of waterfowl. Got weather in here, whales, woodpeckers, and then a lot of these great index pages. So I'm gonna say, yeah, it starts about there. 3/4 is encyclopedia pages, and about 1/4 of them are the index pages. All right, so again, for these, they're $5 each. So go ahead and put the volume number and say like Golden Encyclopedia or Golden Natural Science Encyclopedia, whatever you want to put in that designates which book you would like. All right, guys, next up I have some $5 books. All right, and I'm going to call out the lot numbers. I don't have visual aids with me, so maybe if you put on captions, it'll help to catch them, but I'm going to try to speak clearly. So this is going to be lot A1. These are all $5 books that I'll show you. And this one's called The Secret Life of the Flowers. All right, we've got some really pretty end papers in here showing different kinds of flowers. This is from 1964 by Odyssey Press. And this has just some gorgeous plant pictures in here. They are on the shiny side. They're not matte, but they are so beautiful. These would make gorgeous collage fodder or fussy cuts or bases of tags and pockets. They're very lovely. So that's A1, The Secret Life of Flowers. A2 is How to Know the Wildflowers. So this is A2. And this does have some nice end papers in here as well. By Alfred Steffered. And this is a first printing from 1950. And right off the bat, you've got some gorgeous illustrations in here. It has lots of different diagrams and sketches on beautifully patinaed paper too. It's got a great coloring to it. This is perfect for any kind of collaging, nature collaging. If you do like a very vintage naturalist kind of style, this is perfect. It's full of these beautiful sketches in here. Okay, A3 is Butterflies and Moths. Now this is a Golden Library of Knowledge book. It is really nice. It's all together. It does have this age spots in the back. And the reason why this is $5 and not more, there is some cracking, as you can see. This is not going to come apart. It's very well attached, but the paper has cracked. It's gorgeous inside here. It's beautiful. Copyright 1958 by Simon & Schuster. and just look. But here's the thing, if you can see, someone has lovingly traced around these butterflies in pencil. And I don't know if it's gonna catch it in the light here, but you can barely see the outline on the back of the page. Now, not every page has been traced, but I could see some here. And I'm sure if you gently rubbed that with eraser, it probably will come off. I don't know if you can see right here. And then on the opposite side, there's the bump where the tracing was. So there's still a lot of life and use left in this book, but I am going to go ahead and let it go for $5. It's still a great book. It's still in great shape, you know. There's maybe a little bit of the plastic pulling away on the edge here. But anyway, that's Butterflies and Moths, and that is A3. A4 is this golden nature guide of the stars. And the reason why it has this kind of like a white look to it is it did have that plastic coating that has pulled away from it, leaving this. But it's still in really good condition otherwise. Full of beautiful celestial pictures, constellations, different astronomy diagrams and information. It's beautiful. It's in great condition other than that little bit of the cover. And this is copyright 1951. Next up is A5, a field guide to rocks and minerals. The cover is a little bit aged for sure. It definitely has some age spots and staining. There's this, oh guys, don't you hate it when you lose a word? Ruler. There's a ruler on the back. This is a second edition. Printed in 1955. Oh, no, 1957. Sorry, so third printing. And this has a lot of information on geology, gemstones, precious stones, different kinds. We've got black and white as well as beautiful colorized photos here. It's got those great colorized pictures. I love those. That is really fun, very retro. So that was A5. A6 is this golden field guide. Whoops. Golden field guide to seashells of North America. This is copyright 1968. And this is full of beautiful images in here of seashells and sea creatures. Fussy Cutter's Dream. So many of them. So beautiful. It's in really good condition. That is A7. I'm sorry, A6. This is A7. This is a Peterson's Field Guide to Shells. This is a 5th printing from 1960. So again, you have a bunch of really great black and white plates in here, as well as some colorful ones. I love the way that it's printed on here. The black is nice and matte, and then the shells show up shiny or more shiny. But yeah, the black part is completely matte and only the shells themselves are shiny, which is really fun. All right. The last two I have are A8, which is the tail of Kitty Katydid. This is a Tuck Me In tail with this gorgeous, gorgeous cover by Arthur Scott Bailey. This is, and they do have some very interesting plates in here, just a few. This is from 1918 by Gross and Dunlap. And this is very sturdy paper. Like very sturdy paper. These are great, great bases. You've got, again, you've got some plates in here. It's like a nice, soft, cotton textured paper. I don't believe that it is cotton paper per se, but it's got a great cotton texture. Yeah, very lovely. So that one's the tail of Kitty Katydid. And then A9 is the tail of Jolly Robin. I love this. These are perfect covers for any kind of like a naturalist journal. Beautiful with the blue and the red. And that's the frontispiece for that one. But yeah, awesome paper, awesome covers. All right, that's it for those. I'm going to move on to stamps. All right, here we go with stamps. Now I'm going to start out with the $4 ones, and then when they switch over, I'll let you know. So we're starting with $4, and this is B1, which I know is hard to see this way, but if we pull it up this way, you'll be able to see this is an Anna Griffin set. Called In the Garden. You've got a pretty kind of damask style print here. A beautiful bow with bird's nest. You've got a butterfly in a frame, a frog, bird on a branch, acorn, a beautiful tree here, and then some sayings like, thinking of you, just a note to say hello, and for a special friend. So these are quite lovely. See, this quotation is outside. The butterfly in the frame is separate from this. So if you didn't want the sentiment, it doesn't have to be there. It's just this. So some really nice ones. So this is B1. These are $4. The next I have is this pack of fruit. This is an 8-pack for $4. These are amazing deals today. Grapes, 2 ants carrying a melon, basket of fruit, life is sweet, and then you've got individual things like apple, pear, cherries, and I think that's a plum. But yeah, great, great set. The next is a bird lovers set. The top has these beautiful feathers blowing in the breeze. We have several bird houses here. This looks like a blue jay, I believe. Another little bird house, a feather, and a bird with a nest. That is B2. B, I take that back. Guys, I'm getting, okay. B1, B2 is the fruit, B3 is the birds, and B4 is this celestial pack. And I debated whether we wanted to do celestial stuff, but you saw that I put in the stars field guide. I consider that part of nature too. So we've got this beautiful sun and moon crescent, crescent moon, sun with face, this planet Saturn maybe, a star, galaxy swirls, another sun face, and then just some kind of like galaxy stamp there. That is B4. B5 is this bullfrog stamp. How stinking cute is this, guys? I love it. He's in this lily pad pond. The outside looks like a stamp with a dragonfly. This is wonderful, absolutely brand new, never used. And it's, you know, quite a large stamp too. Okay, so that's B5. Continuing on with $4 stamps, I do have this pack that includes this For Peeps' Sake Stamping Up set, which has a Easter theme, as well as the Studio G stamp with 2 bunnies that say Bunny Love. So that is $4 as well. This is number B6. B7 includes this Extra Spectacular stamp kit from Stampin' Up. We've got Extra Spectacular down here with all of these Easter eggs, a little sheep with a basket saying thinking of you at Easter, EWE, Happy Easter sentiments in the shape of an egg, and this cute little one of the bunny sitting backwards. It also includes this Craft Lounge stamp set called Hey Chick. And it also has some lovely Easter sentiments along with this bunny and some chicks and some eggs. Awesome deal. All right, the rest of these are also $4 for these Stampin' Up! Kits. This is B8, titled Flying Home. Got some birds, bird houses, also butterflies and bees. These are excellent for spring. Whether they go in a nature journal or a spring journal, I think they're going to be great. This is B9, Send Me Soaring. And this is wonderful with all these different kites you can stamp, along with 2 different kite strings, some clouds and sentiments. And these stamps are in great condition. Next up we have Best of Butterflies. These are beautiful, different stylized butterflies. Very lovely. This is B10. B11 is called Love and Care. These flowers. Kind of like a build your flower here. You've got some different flower tops and the leaf. B12 is Bliss. You've got a flower, butterfly with some beautiful text throughout the wings. This scrolly bliss sentiment, small bird, and this kind of like damask pattern. Number B13 is Betsy's Blossoms. B13. These. Very, very nice. B15. Oh my gosh. Girl. B14 is Morning Meadow. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to try to get better here. I've even had 2 coffees, so I know that's not an excuse. You've got these beautiful silhouettes, this kind of like label design here, and this branch with flowers. Love it. This is B14 Morning Meadow. B15 is simple stems, and this is kind of like, again, like a build your own flower. You have some beautiful choices here and 2 different stems. Very, very good. All right, that is B15. Now I have a collection of $2 stamps, and the first is, hopefully you can see, let me get a blank piece of paper here. There we go. We've got these beautiful owls. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different owl stamps. And then it's got some sentiments such as guess who, look who's here, I hope it's a hoot, I will love you forever, who's having a birthday, I do that too, and who loves you. That's so cute. So these are $2, a $2 set. That's B16. B17 is this anthology set from Kaiser Craft. And you've got a beautiful, it almost looks more like a moth than a butterfly, but it could be a butterfly. A bird, another butterfly here. This cloche with a bird inside, a butterfly, and this number 17, and some beautiful sentiments around it. So again, another $2 stamp set. That's B17. B18 I've titled Doodle Birds because they're a very doodly style. We've got these kind of scrolly birds here. We've got some hearts, I think, some roses, different kinds, some butterflies, some different birds. Okay, hang on, let me take it out of plastic because it's really hard to see. All right, maybe that's a little bit easier. But it is a cute set of stamps. And that is B18, Doodle Birds. B19, I titled Butterfly Flowers. You've got a few flowers here. A couple different butterflies, like the background stamp and a foreground stamp, and a small butterfly. And then on the back, you also have this die and this die that correspond with the flower and the small butterfly. So that is B19. B20 is called Choose Joy, and this is by Just Right Clear. And you've got just some lovely little spring looking things. We've got Make Today Epic, Bloom from Within, Friends Make Life Blossom, Today Choose Joy, Keep a Song in Your Heart, and Friends Fill Life with Joy, the Soul with Sunshine, and the Heart with Love. Just some beautiful spring sentiments. That is B20, Choose Joy. These next ones are $3 a piece. This is B21, Birds and Minis is what I'm calling it. We've got a couple, these are from Inkadinkado, but they remind me of the Studio G stamps. It's a lovely scrolly pattern with birds. And another scrolly pattern with butterflies and flowers. Then on the back, we have a lot of different birds here, some with patterns on their wings or over the top of them. It's like a flower. Now, the top acrylic sheet is starting to wear a little bit, but the stamps they're almost like they haven't been used. They look very good. It's a very good stamp set. That's 21 Birds and Minis. Oops, sorry. Almost done here. We have a few of these from Marcello Holly. This one is botanical book plates. This is B22. And you've got great, beautiful stamps here of flowers and a few different quotations. That's how it looks on the back. This is B23 Summer Blossom. And again, Marcella Holly. You've got these beautiful like little corner embellishments with these flowers. Lovely. B24 is Hearts and Flowers. And you've got these beautiful heart bouquets of flowers and some beautiful sentiments. These ones definitely have been used, but they're still in great shape. And then lastly, I have this. The front is a My Acrylics set of these very stylized flowers and plants. The front piece with the stamps stuck on is there, but the back has a piece of foam backing it. And then on this side, same thing. The stamps themselves are pretty much brand new, but I don't know how they were stored. The front piece with the printing on it is worn, but you've got this couple gorgeous edgings right here. Lovely. Congratulations. Just a note to say hello, and you've got kind of different fun flourishes. So that is the last one, B25. I'm calling it Acrylics Plus. All right, let me move on to some more books. All right, here's the next pile of books. This is section C. I'm going to start out with this one, Plants of the Woodland and Wayside. Look at these end pages here. So beautiful. Now this is going to be $5. This is C1. And this is copyright 1958. Hopefully you're high enough so that you can see most of this here. But it's beautiful. This is so lovely. We've got gorgeous mushrooms here. Seaweed. Lichens. It's a very good sturdy paper too. A lot of these that I'm going to show you guys today are rare books, but I haven't priced them like the rare books that they are. These I wanted to try for these to be attainable for junk journalers. Oh, they're so pretty. And when I say that, like, don't be intimidated by that, like, to, like, take it apart, cut it up, and use it in your journals. These are books that were on their way out anyway. But they're so gorgeous. The illustrations in here are magnificent. All right, that was C1, Plants of Woodland and Wayside, and that was $5. The next one is $6, and it is the English Flower Garden. And I'll show you why it's priced $6. This is 1984. Yeah. And this is lovely. This is a great book, guys. It's on some thinner paper, not too thin. It's still nice paper. But lovely, lovely sketches in here. Broadway, Worcestershire. And I love the text. Lots of sketches of estates and flowers and gardens. There we go. This is so lovely. Let's do that. But I do want to show you in here. Where is it? It starts right here. So there is a small section in here that has been ripped. And sometimes it goes through an image and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes the images are fine, but it's just a small section here. But this is so, so lovely. And I mean, it's even nicer in person than it's translating to on the screen. But look at that. So nice. All right, enough on that. That was C2, the English Flower Garden, $6. This one is $8, and it is the Country Diary Book of Stenciling. Very, very nice. Everybody loves Edith Holden. And it has a lot of information on stenciling, has a lot of great pictures in here, as well as Edith's art. The lovely project pictures are also great. And this is on a nice, like, mostly matte surface. I mean, it pretty much is matte. I think, yeah, oh no, it's not even showing up shiny on the camera, which happens sometimes even with matte things. Look at that. That is great. Oh yeah, beautiful. Okay, so that's $8, and that is C3. C4 is this new general biology. Love this cute book. This is an Allen and Bacon published book from 1929. This is also $8, and this is the plate edition. So you're gonna find some really, really lovely plates in here. If I can hold it up close enough. And it has a ton of pictures in it. The patina on this is gorgeous. And it's just full of all kinds of different biology. These would be beautiful in a naturalist journal. Absolutely. See if I can find another one of those plates. Look at this beautiful one of an apple. Yeah, gorgeous. Yeah, this is $8, New General Biology, and there's a ton of pages there. This is C5, the Complete Guide to Garden Flowers. It has just a plain green cover. And this was published in 1961. This is absolutely full of the most beautiful. I hope the colors come through on here because these are so vivid. I love these gorgeous colorized photos. Look at that. The bird. This would make beautiful ephemera for garden journals, for spring journals, for 60s journals. What's published in 61, right? See, that's my memory, right? Yes, 61. Oh, but like, look at that. That is so pretty. This one was hard. This one was really hard for me to put in here, but I do have so many of these kinds of books. I needed to, like, oh my gosh, just look at that. That's gorgeous. So yeah, and it goes on and on and on. So this is number or lot C5 for $10. C7 is one of these beautiful nature library books. I don't know if you can see the spine on this, but it is so pretty. This is $10. And the Nature Library Birds with 48 full color illustrations. These plates are so gorgeous. This is from 1926. Let's see if I can catch them all. Like, look at that blue jay. The patina on the text pages is gorgeous. These, I mean, these are so pretty. And there's a ton of them. Yeah, gorgeous. Okay. C6 Nature Library Birds, $10. And then this is also $10. The Nature Library Butterflies. It also has this gorgeous spine. There you go. Everything wonderful that I had to say about the last book is true in this one as well. This is from 1926. But oh, look at those. These are so gorgeous. The thing about these plates are they are double-sided as opposed to the bird book, which was single-sided. But seeing that it is 1926, either now or soon, I'll have to check, this will be in the public domain, so there should not be any problem with scanning and printing these wonderful, gorgeous pages. So lovely. All right, this is C8, A Guide to Tropical and Semi-Tropical Flora. This is from (1964), and this has also just the most gorgeous illustrations in it as well. Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, I think this is definitely the kind of book that should be incorporated into junk journals. It is just gorgeous. So that's $10, Tropical and Semi-Tropical Flora. A few more. The rest of these they're all going to be the same price, $10. This is A Book of Wildflowers. And this is from 1939. And this has the same gorgeous illustrations in it. Full color illustrations, as well as a little sketch and some information about the plants. And the colors on these are so, so pretty. They're very lovely. that was C9. And I have these two. This is Wildflowers in Britain. It's from the Britain in Pictures series. I believe this one is too, but it doesn't have the dust jacket on it like this one does. $1947. Yes. Oh, it says it right here in regular numerals. This is another one of those rare books. It's just really gorgeous. And it's one of those things that, I mean, I don't know how much of it is coming across on screen. That's so pretty. All right, that's Wildflowers in Britain. And the last one in this collection is British Botanist by John Gilmore. $1946. And it's got, again, a lot of really gorgeous color plates. And it talks about different botanists and their contribution, British botanists and their contribution to their field. So that's the last one from that. Let me show you some awesome wallpaper next. All right, it is a bit of a struggle to get this all in frame. I don't know that I'll be able to do it, but this is a wallpaper book called British Heritage. And what would a naturalist's journal be without a little bit of William Morris? So this is a huge wallpaper book full of beautiful William Morris prints. I'm just going to show them to you. Hopefully, let's see here. Hopefully you'll be able to see. But these are really, really large pieces. What you would be getting is 1/4 of a wallpaper book. And that is completely cut out and trimmed. You will be getting about 40 pieces, maybe slightly over 40 pieces, and they're going to be approximately 16 inches by 8 3/4. So quite a bit. And I mean, look at that. So you've got this, you've got some beautiful matching coordinating pieces, this green linen print, and this gorgeous plaid. Same thing here. You have the same design, but in this beautiful red and green with red plaid, this green like tweed pattern, and a cream coordinate. So basically you would be getting 1/4 of the book. So I'm going to be cutting these straight in half, straight across, and then coordinating them together so that you get 1/4 of the pages. So this blue has some lovely blue linen and cream tweed pattern. Let's get into a different, same thing with this neutral. You've got this very smoky gray leafy pattern. Oh, look at that. The gorgeous blues and greens. So I don't think I told the price on this one. This one is going to be $20, and you're getting, again, about over 40 pieces. Most of them are going to be around 16 by 8 3/4. And these patterns, I believe, are well worth it. So pretty. Look at that green. I'm on my tiptoes, guys. It's a beautiful, like, robin's egg blue color, but like almost like a little bit smokier than that. Some deep blue on blue tones. This one has fruit. I hope you can see. A gorgeous pattern there. Same thing here. You've got the orange and the gray and cream, and also you have all of your coordinating pieces. That's why I love these specifically for journal covers, because you've got your beautiful bold outside cover, and then you get your coordinating color for the inside, and it just works out so well. Like, look at that. You could even use one of these as a pocket for the inside and the other as the back of the inside. So yeah, these are gorgeous William Morris prints. See if I can pick up the pace a little bit more. So you'll probably get quite a good mixture between neutrals and these bolder colors. And again, I will coordinate the pieces as much as is possible. Oh, look at that. Look at those daisies. Those are so pretty. Better than anything you can get from like Craft Consortium or anything like that. These are gorgeous prints and so versatile. Yeah, that's that. All right, so this one is D1 and it is $20 for 1/4 of the book, and I have 3/4 of this book available. Forgive me, but I am keeping 1/4 for myself. I just love this paper too much. Next, we have this one called Outdoors In. Hopefully I can open this without, there we go. All right. And this also has some gorgeous wallpaper in here. This is just beautiful. This like emerald green with gold bees on it. Another beautiful tropical. Lots and lots of these. Yeah, I'm not sure if you're able to see. There we go. Oh, look at this one with the greens. This is not like, this is the insert paper. This is the wallpaper. It is gorgeous. So this one is going to be about $15 for a 1/4 book. Look at that green tile. Blue tile. It's so pretty. I also have it in gray and black. And again, the size of these are going to be about the same, 16 by 8 3/4. This one you're going to get around 25 plus pieces. Those are so pretty. Look at that one. So again, still quite a lot of wallpaper. This one comes in such beautiful colors. I love this pink. So this, again, it's D2, and you'll be getting over 25 pieces, and they're going to be the same 16 by 8 3/4 inches. There's a lot of variety in this one too. You've got everything from these like very textured looking backgrounds to this kind of like sketchy botanical to this more almost like William Morris style. Oh, look at that metallic blue. That is gorgeous. That's got metallic in the background as well. You've got tropical pieces here, geometrics. There's really quite a lot of variety going on in this one. All right, that is D2. Let me show you D3. So those were $15 a quarter. This, believe it or not, that's an old tag. This is actually $12 a quarter. This one's called Tidewater. You're going to be getting about the same, like 25 plus pieces from this, plus some interesting little fabric samples. But look at this. These are interesting. So cool. Very tropical vibe. Paisleys, some beautiful paisleys in here. If you're a fan of paisley, this is very bright kind of paisley. I love the blue and white. Plaid. Look at that. Stripes. Jacobian patterns. Damask. These are really interesting. These look hand painted, and it almost to me reminds me of like a needlework, the way that it's been printed on the paper. It looks like a needlework pattern, like that they've been sewn. So yeah, very, very lovely. It's got a lot of great stuff in it. So this one, Tidewater, is D3. It would be $12 for a quarter of the book. The pieces are going to be about 12 by 8 3/4, and you'll get over 25 pieces. Next up, so those obviously are all going to be disassembled as I mail them and cut, but so will these. I have 3 fabric sample books that I thought would be great in a naturalist journal, in a very vintage journal. This is some gorgeous jacquards and embroideries. This one is called Modern Castle. It has 49 pieces, and they measure about 10 by 10. And I will disassemble this for you so that you do not have to go through that process. They will still have their paper that needs to be removed, but they will be disassembled, much easier to ship, much easier for you guys to work with as well. And these are so lovely. The embroideries are nice. This is like a silk. Wow. Silky feeling. Cotton and polyester, but silky feeling is beautiful. These have deep, rich colors. They would be great on the spine of a journal or worked into your design in any way you like. Yeah, gorgeous. I love it. Okay, this is D4 and it is $15 disassembled.
next is, and I'm hoping you guys can see, I did not check that for the last book, but this is Côte d'Azur. And this is much bigger pieces. These are 13 by 12.5. And it's got gorgeous blue fabrics. You've got like linen rayon mix in here. You have cotton rayon and some 100% cotton pieces. Love this one. Oh, it's beautiful. This is polyester, but it feels like oh, I'm not even gonna be able to think of it, but look at this. It's gorgeous. These would be awesome on spines as well. This one is a linen rayon mix. I love the colors in these. I love the patterns. Got some pops of color. This has 37 pieces, and they're just all lovely. This one is $20, completely disassembled and ready for you to use. Love it. Last of the fabric is this big guy. This is from Pt1. It's called Monterey. This one is also $20. It measures 16 by 12, and there are 38 pieces. You've got all kinds of color in this one too. It's a nice sheer right there. These are fun embroideries. It's a linen cotton blend. A lot of these are 100% linen. This one is, yeah, all of these in this pattern are all 100% linen. This is linen and rayon. Great bright colors. Look at this yellow. Oh, so lemon yellow. This is cotton with doesn't say what the embroidery is made with, but I assume it's also cotton embroidery. Lots of fun colors here. And again, so this next section is a linen cotton nylon blend. There's just some fun little pieces as well. There you go. That is D6 Monterey, and that's $20. Again, completely disassembled and ready to ship. All right, next I am going to move on to some ephemera bundles. All right, guys, I am super excited to show you guys the ephemera bundles. I have about 8 of these, and I want to show you what we've got in here. So these are $12 bundles, and I think you will agree when you see what's in here, it is well worth the price. So to start off, I wanted to make sure you guys had a great base of items to work with. So wrapped around all of this is some vintage glassine that came out of a very old stamp album. So each one has that. There's also some very old counted cross stitch, I believe, counted cross stitch forms, like to plan out your counted cross stitch. So there's some vintage of those. I don't know if you can see the color difference here. A wonderfully aged and patinaed piece of tracing paper, and this is quite sturdy tracing paper too. Love it. There's also a folio of rag paper here from 1832. So you get a folio of that. It feels absolutely wonderful. These are all just great things to collage with, to use as bases in your nature journal. I also have this awesome ledger paper that is from the 1840s. So each pack gets one of these as well. And this, again, it's on great paper. See, I can fold it no problem. And look at this gorgeous handwriting on here. This came from a, this is a ledger from a shop. And it's so funny because they're all doctor. Like every page in the ledger was an account of a certain doctor. So I want to look up and see if I can find anything more on where exactly it came from, why there were so many doctors. Maybe this was, I don't know, from a medical college town or something. But yeah, a beautiful piece of that. We've got 2 pages of gorgeous vintage dictionary with a wonderful patina. You can feel the text on here. It's just gorgeous paper to work with. So that's all also in there. Everyone has a vintage postcard, some written on and some not, and some Cranston Printworks stationery and envelope. So that's all of the kind of base material to play with. There's also some beautiful vintage, it's from, let's see if I can find the book. Well, I don't see it, but it's not this book, but it's the How and Why library book. So this would have been the one on seashells. And so you've got 2 pages here from that with one of those collector, not collectors, but one of the stamps that you could put in. This is antique book plates with the birds. These are really, really lovely. They came without a cover, so I'm assuming they're from like an Audubon style bird book. But there are quite a few here. Specifically 4. I say quite a few. There's 4 of these gorgeous antique bird plates. This came from a golden book of trees. One side's black and white, the other is color. This came from an awesome vintage book on Canadian weeds, but beautiful Canadian weeds. So these are so cool. They're gorgeous plates. So there is also 4 of these in each pack. Of course, all different. Some pages out of this antique book called The Mysteries of the Ocean by Arthur Mangan. Absolutely just falling apart, but it is so cool. So there's a few pages from that in here. Also a couple plates out of the Book of Common Birds, which would have been this one from Oxford University Press. Also, every pack has one of these U.S. State Birds and Flowers 24 karat gold plated stamps. These are first day issue stamps along with their gold plate. All right, so, and they also have some information on the back about it. Different states. If you have a particular state, I will try to look and see if I have one of those. When I got them, there were several states missing. So, or it could be random. So just let me know if you have a state in mind or if you want it to be random. I also have some of these beautiful antique book pages with flowers and plants on them. Love the text on there. These are best probably for collage or to be reinforced as a tag or a journaling card or something, because these are on the fragile side. There is also a large grouping of pages taken from these golden guides. So I have rocks and minerals, trees, insects, fossils, flowers, and seashells or seashores. So there are 5 of each. So there are 25 pages in total. They've got all kinds of awesome pictures in there. Just a lovely variety. Also, some really wonderful animal creature cards. These are from Leisure Books Limited from the 1970s, and they're wonderful animal identification cards that came in a set. You're going to have birds, you're going to have fish, you're going to have insects, mammals, and reptiles. So there's a wonderful variety in each one. You're also going to get some fun little pieces of trim that all coordinate. Hopefully you can see that those colors go together. These are just on here with a little bit of double back tape that you can take off. These are just going to be fun to embellish your journals with. Also, I have here some wonderful different kinds of trims. I have this, and they're all kind of secured on top with a bulb pin. But this is a vintage rickrack imported from Japan. It is so just silky feeling. I don't know exactly what it was made from, but it's kind of shiny a little bit and silky, and it feels wonderful. I do have also an authentic mother of pearl button on here, and a few different kinds of trim. Some of them are more vintage than others. This one I think is almost antique, but you get a pretty good length of that. It's just doubled up on the pin. But yeah, some gorgeous stuff there, as well as just some fun butterflies punched out of wallpaper. And whoops, some little embellishments here. All right, so that is what comes in one of those packs. Again, they are $12 a pack, and I have about 8 of them available.